In Genesis chapter 11, we read yesterday about the Tower of Babel and building an altar to their own divine status, free from God. Another tradition that comes from Jewish thought, in fact, Josephus mentions this in his writings. This isn't in scripture, so we can't say this emphatically or absolutely, but there are obviously traditions that aren't recorded in scripture that were passed down that are possibly true, and this one seems to be logical, and that is that Nimrod, part of his reason for building the tower is to spite God, is to say, God flooded the world, I'm going to prepare for if he ever tries to take us out again, and I'm going to build a tower so high that if he does flood the earth again, I'll be protected. Now remember, God establishes this covenant that he will not flood the earth again, but Nimrod doesn't trust God. Again, this is conjecture, but I find it interesting in that oftentimes we do things to protect ourselves from God, if you will. People try to protect themselves from something that they cannot protect themselves from. So rather than just try to trust, to obey, to pray, to ask God for forgiveness, they do all types of things to try to prolong their life, to try to prolong judgment, to try to prolong the inevitable. And I think that's one thing we must avoid as we think of this story today. Whether that's one of his reasonings or not, we see his reasoning is self-motivated against God, and we must not be like him.